complete mismatch. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, today I am going to share some personal stories about mismatches in my life, both in professional and in person. Let's start with work, professional. In high school and uni, I studied maths. You know the things like algebra, geometry, calculus. These are people's heads get spinning. Generally, when you study maths, it's expect you become an engineer, IT professional, or even a science teacher. But guess what? I became an accountant. A guy who studied maths, counting pennies instead of building robots. But accountancy opened an amazing path for me. It helped me to migrate to Australia under skill migration. If I become an IT expert, I would have stuck in a dark room, lot of cables, drinking away coffee and typing away in the computer. But instead of that, I got the opportunity to count money. And counting money is more fun than counting gold. And the career of accountancy opened a lot of paths for me. Being an accountant, to finance manager, to financial controller, and even joined as a voluntary board member in the community organization. At the high school, I was not a smart student. I was just an average. I was not in the top of the class any time. But I got the opportunity to work as an accounting class just after high school while studying at university. It gives me the opportunity to work independently and not to ask money from my parents all the time. By the way, my parents were government servants in Sri Lanka, and I was the eldest, where I had a younger sister and brother. So whenever I asked for money, I got that look. We do have enough for one copy, not for both of us, look. Accountancy was not my first love, but still I did all right. It helped me to achieve the life I had so far. Currently, I am being a CIFA and CPA accountant. So even though I haven't achieved what everyone expected, still all right. Let me talk about mismatches in my personal life, especially in my marriage. There is a 7-year gap between me and my wife. You heard it all right? 7-year gap. I know I try to break a lot of rules, but make sure not to tell that to my wife. When we first started dating, even some of our friends said I'm a child abuser. But it's good fun though. Dynamic relationship. And we did all right. We married in 2000 and recently celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. We celebrated that near Mount Fuji in Japan. After 25 years of marriage, we still haven't figured it out who's the boss. But after our trip to Japan, we realized it's Mount Fuji. By the way, it's so gorgeous. Manjula is my wife. She's been rocked through thick and thin, especially during the tough time in my life when I had the prostate cancer. She's a pathology collector at New South Wales Health. We had 2 wonderful boys, Manoja, currently studying psychology in Macquarie University, and Sanuja, my younger one, who started high school this year. And if you know me well, you know I'm raising these two boys who are going to keep an eye on what I'm doing. And this story about 7 years gap, I'm going to hear that for the rest of my life. We love traveling as a family. We've been to Japan. We had a road trip to Perth before, and we are planning for our next big adventure, a road trip to Udaipur. Moving to a new country like putting away furniture from IKEA without instructions. But we did fine. Now we are living in a place called the Perth. I love to eat Sri Lankan curry, spice curries from my Sri Lankan roots. And my wife is amazing. So even though there's a 7 years gap between me and my wife, that doesn't matter. We have been through as much as and we are stronger than ever. So fellow Toastmasters, I have shared some mismatches in my life, both in professional and personal. The most important thing is you keep on what your goals that you want to achieve. So even though you have some mismatches, if you focus on your goals, you will be achieve what you want to achieve.